So I'm going to go over briefly how to remove scratches from your Metal Illusion Epoxy floor. And there's all kinds of different solutions. First of all types of flooring and all types of surfaces can be scratched, whether it's tile, wood floor, a natural stone such as travertine, and so on. They can all be scratched. But with the Metal Illusion Epoxy floor, you can generally address the scratches pretty easily, and you don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to put a couple of scratches. This is just basically a sample board that I have here with the Metal Illusion Epoxy. So I'm going to put some scratches onto this board, and then I'm going to address them. So first of all, I'm going to do some wood scratches. This is just a piece of wood, and basically this would kind of simulate if you have like a chair with a wood leg that's down on the floor or something like that, something that scratches across it. So I'm going to scratch onto this, put some scratches on there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I did that. Second, I'm going to use this drill bit. I'm going to use two ends of it. First of all, I'm going to use the dull end of it to make some metal scratches on the floor. And then I'm going to use the sharp end to make a scratch / gouge into the floor. Okay, first of all, the dull end to make some scratches on there, simulating maybe a chair going in and out, doesn't have a felt pad on it or something. And now the sharp end. Sharp end, put some deeper scratches in there. Okay. First of all, the first thing you want to do to address the scratches is just clean the surface. I'm just going to use Windex here. Spray it down and wipe it off. Now for the most part, just cleaning the surface is going to take care of the scratches that you would get from the wood. You can still see some scratches from the metal end that I used on the dull end, and you can definitely still see the scratches that I put in from the sharp part. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to try and address these guys both the same way. Now you do not have to have a sander like the one I'm using here. This is just a palm sander with a non-scratch Scotch-Brite pad strapped to it. Okay. You can also just use a non-scratch Scotch-Brite pad, and basically you would just try to rub the scratches out. And the palm sander is actually going to just save you some elbow grease. Now, in both of these circumstances, this is basically all I'm using. It's just a non-scratch Scotch-Brite pad. The palm sander is just saving me a little bit of time and is doing a more even, thorough job. You can use just this. Once you do the sanding, again, just clean off with Windex. You can use any household cleaner, mean green, non-abrasive type cleaner. Basically, that seems to have taken care of at least the secondary problem. I can still see some scratches over here from the metal, the heavy gouges that I put in here. So, at this point, I would try using a bit of the Renew. And basically, you use it just like you would mopping on a floor. Just going to pour a little bit on there. And then spread it around with the wax. Now that seems to have taken care of the scratches that I was concerned about, but let's say that it doesn't. I can continue to apply the Renew in coats, just like that, and build up the shine. The wax should take care of it. But let's say that the scratches go a little bit deeper and I need to address them. Okay, at this point you can use a piece of 220 grit sandpaper or higher to address the scratches. Now, You don't have to have, again, a palm sander like this. You can just use a piece of 220 grit sandpaper or screen or higher and just actually rub onto the surface. Again, this is going to save me just a little bit of time and go a little bit faster. Now I just addressed the one side where I put the heavy scratches in there. And you can see where I've scuffed up the floor there. Okay. So in this particular case, once I've addressed that area, again, I'm going to apply just a little bit of Renew. And generally speaking, you're probably talking about a 20, 25 minute, maybe up to 30 minutes, depending on the weather and how much airflow you have in the room, in between coats of wax to buff up your shine. Now this is just one coat of the wax. But as I move it across the light, you can kind of see what's going on there. And it's pretty much taking care of the scratches. If you have any questions, please email me more and I'll be happy to help you.